first item on the agenda under old business is the item is a settlement agreement with As of Our Corporation and the Village of Dolton. This was discussed and agreed to move forward to a formal vote tonight in the last committee of the whole. I would ask if you, Mayor, ask for a motion to enter into this agreement.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the settlement agreement between As of Our Audit Solutions Incorporated?
I'll make the motion and we enter into agreement with As of Our for the settlement agreement as written.
Second. Is the motion and second to approve the settlement agreement with As of Our? Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
I'm sorry, trustees, I believe I threw before the loop and I called for corporate bills. This is in the old order, roll call. At least I got everybody's attention. So you knew. Including some funny looks, so thank you for that. Trustee Bendel.
Aye.
Trustee Pearson.
Aye.
Trustee Smith.
Aye.
Trustee Hunt.
Aye.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Henry.
Okay, motion carries 6-0.
Thank you. The next item is item B under old business. This is to do with the Urban Land Bank and Development Authority membership. This would be a membership with the cooperation of the board with the South Suburban Land Bank Management, and this was presented also at the last committee of the whole and was recommended to be brought forward for a vote tonight.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement with South Suburban Land Bank Development?
I make a motion to approve the development agreement.
Second.
The motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement with the South Suburban Land Bank Development Board. And second, any discussion?
Did we have a whole lot of questions concerning them at our committee of the whole meeting, as far as what properties, whether it be residential or commercial, and, is that gentleman here tonight?
No, he's not. He's actually Country Club Hills. Maybe I can answer some of the questions. I spent a lot of time with the company, or the organization, I shouldn't say it's not a company. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that I
What
can.
properties are they looking at?
They're not looking at any in particular right now. They wait for, first of all and foremost, property owners to come to them unless they have a developer that is seeking property that they may be able to obtain. They do not target individual properties in any given community. For example, the board meeting prior to this to approve the donation of the property, I believe it was 14700 Harvard. They acquired that because that's in an area where there are other vacant properties that they can potentially accumulate and potentially get a very large development. It's the only reason they consider it. They have, as he said that night, received some grant money to now go in and start purchasing properties, whether they be residential or commercial, but they have not at this time ventured into buying any properties.
I'm just asking these questions because I remember one of the main concern was once they have taken and developed the property, who would then be the owner of their property? I know it would be away, it would not be the Village of Dolton, but who would move there? You know,
We'll use, for example, the one we just said, the 14700 Harvard. Currently, or in the very near future, the land bank will become the owner of that property. The land bank is not in the development business. They are in a holding. They are out looking for development. So when they would find a developer, they would negotiate a deal to sell, donate, contribute, whatever the deal is, that property to a developer, pending the approval of the board of directors that control that organization. Once that is approved, then let's say it's XYZ development company that wants to open ABC laundromats. That's who would own the property after that. And then it becomes part of the tax rolls. It's the simplest way to describe the organization, I believe, is that this is a collective economic development corporation for South Cook County.
No further discussion?
Yeah, Mr. David, so,
Yes.
we accept this here, when would, Southsburg Land Bank owner agree to accept it?
They would take this to their board, they've already presented that we are interested. They would have to ratify it. I do not know the date of their next meeting. Can we get that for you? I'm assuming that it's very similar to ours, if they meet once a month, but I don't have the exact date tonight.
So we would, they would have one or two individuals on the board.
They allow one individual on the board, they do not allow two people for any committee.
One individual, correct? So when we have to pick that individual?
That would be up to the mayor to make the appointment, and then for this board to make the consent of that appointment. I only say that after having discussions with Mr. Murphy and Mr. Vasali, appointments are made by the mayor, whether they're for the Police and Fire Commission, but they are approved by the board by consent. That's the way it has to be by the state, not this organization.
So that's appointment, and then we go to, we want to set individuals.
Just as using myself, my position was an appointment by the mayor that was brought forward, and the board voted for that appointment. They could have voted yes, they could have voted no. Fortunately, they all voted yes.
So how soon do we need to make that,
That's up to the board. There is no requirement in their bylaws that says it has to be done by a certain date.
So can we, amend the motion and make the motion to vote for the appointment tonight with approving this?
I would defer to legal counsel if that
You
can
want
be
to
done.
defer?
But we're not in yet.
I know, I'm asking the question, so we can't do it until they pick.
I think it would be premature until they've acted to bring us in. At that point, then once we're in the organization, we have to appoint somebody to participate. But this motion is just for this board to tell the bank that the village wants to become part of the internet member group. And at their next meeting, we will meet with them to accept it. And then at that point, we become the member of the bank. Bank board.
And do y'all have a date of when,
Stan said he doesn't know.
I don't have it. I can call Russ tomorrow
maybe
and
y'all
find
send
out.
it to the trustees, let us know when.
As soon as I get it, I will forward it on to all the trustees and the mayor and the attorneys.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Bendel?
Aye.
Trustee Pearson?
Aye.
Trustee Smith? Aye. Trustee Hunt?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Henry?
Aye.
Motion carried, 6-0.
Next item on the agenda would be C, red light camera enforcement. As I discussed at the committee of the whole, the last one, my predecessor put out an RFP months ago, received documentation from the company Red Light Camera, Safe Speed and Red Speed. Red Speed is the current vendor for the cameras in this town. Safe Speed, hands down, demonstrates that they would generate not additional but fair revenue because their fees are nowhere near as exorbitant as Red Speed. The difference, just very briefly, is for a 12-month period, the village took in $25,248.71. For that same period, if you were with Safe Speed, you would have realized $87,571.69. I've had Attorney Murphy review the current contract. We would just have to send a letter giving the current vendor notification that we were canceling the contract, and we would enter into the agreement that you would be voting on tonight. That letter would be generated by Mr. Murphy. Once this, if it is passed, we would send off the letter to the current vendor, and we would have the new contract executed so that they could get to work on getting the cameras up as quickly as possible. Staff would recommend making a motion to accept this, or enter into this agreement.
I make a motion that we enter into this agreement for red light camera enforcement.
Second.
The move is seconded to enter this, to the agreement with Safe Speed. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
Trustee Bendel?
Aye.
Trustee Pearson?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Hunt?
forward by, oops, I'm sorry, lost my place, is item D. It is a ordinance that would amend our current water billing procedures. This was brought forward by trustee Henyard. I believe we all received documentation to Mr. Vasali's office tonight. It's up there somewhere in your copy. Staff would recommend entering into changing this amendment as presented.
You know, this,
That's the motion.
all right. Can I get a motion to approve this, ordinance number 14-013, water ordinance?
I'll
Water
make
bill.
a motion to approve ordinance number 14-013.
Second.
It's the motion to approve ordinance number 14-013 and second. Any discussion? Okay, we were just provided with this ordinance and, 750. There were some significant changes. Your trustee's attorney, are here. Can you highlight those changes to this
Then
ordinance?
I just see one. They are underlined, you got a revised copy and then a regular copy. And everyone has this ordinance last week, this is just a printed out version of it.
For the benefit of the residents that are here, can you read the ordinance? Or the significant
I can
changes?
explain it, I'll basically sum it up, I'm not gonna read it word for word. Basically what I'm, implementing is to put the water bill in a tenant's name. If you rent from someone in the village of Dolton, the tenant and the landlord can go to the village and get the water bill in the tenant name. Basically, it's making people accountable, it's making people responsible, because when the bill is in your name, you normally pay it. If it's in the landlord's name, you normally don't pay that. That's really all this ordinance is stating. And basically, it's also bringing money to the village, which before we wasn't getting $25. They have to put down a security deposit of $25 in order to put the name, the bill in their name. That's really it.
Trustee Henyard, I read through the ordinance and I cannot find the $25.
Yeah, I'm gonna amend it.
Oh, okay.
Add the $25 into that, yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say I didn't see that. Okay, thank you.
And it stays with the property.
It stays with the property. For instance, if the tenant moves in the middle of the night, the person that owns the property is still responsible for the bill. If the person that owns the property no longer owns the property or whatever happens to that person, it's still attached to that property. No matter what, the village gets paid, no matter what. It's basically just making people accountable for their bills. That's it, that's all. I basically copy what Calumet City does now. Calumet City implements the same system and they charge $25 for a down payment, which allows them to get some type of revenue. For instance, I give you an example, easy math. If it's $100 that's owed on the bill, you basically get a final reading, $25 go against that $100, which the village never had before. So now they only have to pay $75 to clear out their balance.
The problem is, the balance is never $100.
That's it. I said simple math. I want to give you examples so everybody can follow. That's it. I'm not saying it's high or low. It can be $500. It can be whatever. Simple math. Go ahead. I don't understand what the argument is.
There's no argument. You had just said one thing. Our basic bill is $100 and, what is it, $106, $108, $103, which includes the sewer, the water, and the, garbage. Now, it's multiple functions to put this into the tenant's name. You put it in the tenant's name, we're way behind on our technology in regards to, the software and computer stuff that we have in the water department. So the tenant comes in, it's in the owner's name from the beginning. We change this tenant, we have to change the water bill, which is a data entry process, to the tenant's name. And then the tenant moves out, we have to change it again. If the tenant moves out, leaves the balance, we have to change it again and chase the tenant and or the landlord for the money. It's this multi-function, and we have We don't have enough personnel in the water department now, and we don't have the technology in the water department to actually take on the additional.
I think we do, and I think that's the problem. We like to keep everything old. We need to get with the times. So that's why that's why I'm on this board, because I like to implement the stuff that other villages implement and it's working for them. I do believe this will work for the village, and I do think that the board is in agreement with this.
There's a possible implementing things. I'm not saying we should do things to advance the progression of the village. I'm just saying there's a cost of doing things, and when you've got a village like Calumet City that has 37,000 residents versus our village that has 23,000 residents, and also we're looking at a $16 million budget in comparison to a larger budget in Calumet City, which they may be able to afford to do this thing. And there's a cost to it every time, whatever we do, there's a cost to it. And which requires also manpower personnel. That's all I got to
In my
say.
report, you're not even what else to go. So that answers that.
Any further discussion? Okay, go for it.
Can I amend my motion to add the $25 security deposit into my ordinance, please?
Tiffany, who's gonna pay the $45 security deposit?
That's please, that's me. Then we'll put down the deposit and it's coming to the field.
Is there, are there forms
Yes,
for the security deposit
Yes.
in place?
yes. Would you like to see them?
No.
Why don't, on the, go to page 3. At the, down at the bottom where it says the owner, occupant, tenant, where it says required to register.
Okay.
After that sentence that, says that, last line it says on file with the village. See where that
Yeah,
is?
yes.
Add the sentence, $25, it's actually a security deposit. Must be paid to the village at this time.
Page 3. Page 3.
Stan?
Do we need to add anything in it because of security deposits? Then they get overreact and then means I'm a tenant, I'm being transferred, I've lived here in Dolton, I'm leaving town next week. I'll come in here on Friday, say I need my money back today. We need to put something in there that says we have 15 degrees of my money.
We can add it in there, but
That's it.
if they owe the bill, then I know with the $25 back.
I want it fair and eliminate the
Okay.
potential
We
of
can add-
somebody
I don't
coming
mind.
in and saying, I want my money now, I want
I
it.
think that when somebody comes in to settle up, I think that can be handled administratively.
Make sure for the alarms.
If they come in to settle up, that is fine, okay.
How about non-refundable if not paid, bill paid in full?
I don't think we need to over
I'll know what the attorneys are saying, that's fine, just when we bring it up, so we can discuss it.
Yeah, I made them because of $25, especially you say the $25 security deposit must be paid to the village at this time, correct?
Get a second,
Second.
There's a motion for the,
just leave that alone.
okay, it's been, motion to amend it for the security deposit $25 and second. Any further discussion? No further discussion, roll call.
Trustee Bendel?
Aye.
Trustee Pearson?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Hunt?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Henry?
Aye.
6 ayes for the amendment. Now we need a motion to accept.
Well,
Actually, it's a motion to start discussion.
now it's, now there's a, why don't we just go deal with this?
I would like to make a motion to vote I would like to make a motion.
It's amended, so we can just take a vote now.
Oh, okay.
Trustee Bendel?
Aye.
Trustee Pierce?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Hunt?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Henry?
Aye.
6 ayes. Motion carries as, the whole ordinance as a whole, as amended. Okay. Mr. Irvin?
Next item on the agenda would be letter E. This item was submitted by trustee Bendel. It was discussed at the committee of the whole. It was not favorably moved forward. Trustee Bendel requested it be put on the agenda, which by ordinance she has that right to do. I would turn it over to trustee Bendel to maybe explain in greater detail what she's attempting to do with this new ordinance.
Okay. We had a 6-month window to purchase our stickers. At that time, people were purchasing stickers for 6 months. What I heard is some people didn't know how many senior stickers they should get. One of the things this does is a little bit of housekeeping to clean it up. Each person owning a vehicle that's a senior gets 1 senior discount and $5 per car. It used to be one senior per household. So it's actually gonna be, if a husband and wife is there, each one gets 1, okay? The other thing is that if you didn't purchase the prior sticker for 6 months, just the prior sticker, you would have to pay for the sticker because it's not right for the people who purchased their stickers for the 6 months and people who thought 6 months is no big deal, I won't get it, they still have to purchase it. Next year, if somebody comes in to purchase their sticker and don't purchase their year sticker, they have to purchase their year that they're in the village. It's right that they've got their car going onto the street and their car is coming back into the home, and it's fair to everyone that's in the village. That's why I did that, to clean it up a little bit.
If I may add to that, with the clerk's office, we have contacted the Secretary of State's office early on, back in, I'll say late December, early January, to obtain the list of Dolton registered vehicles from the state of Illinois. So that as trustee Bendel says, they come in, we will be able to merge that list with who owns vehicles by the state license plate registered in Dolton to our list of who bought vehicle stickers. And as I'll use the word cycle, we can then, with the adoption of this ordinance, charge the people for the previous cycle. And we can only go back 1 cycle period. In this case, as trustee Bendel just said, 6 months. Next year this time, it would be a year. We will also be aggressively going after those that did not purchase stickers. We will not wait until they come in to buy their sticker. At the end of the selling season, as I believe Clerk Dugan said, the extension is through July 15th. We will generate a letter to those residents that own vehicles that we know are registered through the state, giving them a certain time frame to come in and buy their sticker. Otherwise, they will be notified they are in violation and pretty much they bought a ticket. That this would be helpful in making everybody pay their fair share to drive on the roads of this town. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Can we get a motion?
You wanna go back.
For the
That's
6
my
months.
thing.
6 months.
What if there were
We don't wanna go no
circumstances? What if there were circumstances and a person didn't have a job, or whatever the case may be?
Trustee Langley answered that. I understand.
Why don't we get a motion and then we'll go.
I'll make a motion that we approve the, village sticker ordinance.
Second. Get a second. The motion and second to approve the amending title 6, chapter 1 of the village code relating to motor vehicle license. Any discussion?
I make a motion to table this back to committee until we can really have this down packed to where it's better than this, especially if we have this, oh, that's enough, I'm going to take. Second.
Excuse me, trustees, and motion to table or motion to?
Motion to table to committee.
There's a motion on the floor though.
Table Trump.
Table
Table
Trump.
Trump.
Okay, no further discussion. There was a second. Table. Okay. Third.
Well, roll call, table.
We'll take roll call, I'm sorry. Roll call.
On the motion to table to committee, trustee Bendel,
No.
trustee Pearson,
No.
trustee Smith,
Aye.
trustee Hunt,
No.
trustee Brown,
Aye.
trustee Henry.
Aye.
No.
Motion fails.
Let's vote for it.
Make a motion that we,
Motion's already on.
I had a
Further discussion.
comment. I was going to try to answer trustee Smith's, okay.
This is a way for us to collect what's rightfully due to the village. I mean, we're in a financial situation, it's not all about, it's not totally about, finances, it's totally about the living of the residents, the purchase of the business. So, it's done in other communities, where they go back, if you owe for those to, you can't get any license in the community. So, some communities go back, like the city of Chicago, they go back 3 years, we're asking to go back 6 months. And it's only a $20 fee. So, okay, roll call.
On the motion to approve the ordinance, trustee Bendel,
aye.
trustee Pearson,
Aye.
trustee Smith, no, trustee Hunt,
Aye.
trustee Brown,
No.
trustee Henry. Motion carries 4.
Okay. Third.
Item F under the old business is to enact fees for health inspections for establishing, selling food. This was brought forward by trustee Henry and collaborated with staff Sandra Phillips and Philip King. I would ask for the motion to be taken or to be made to adopt this ordinance and fees.
I make a motion to adopt the ordinance. Agree.
It's been moved and to adopt the ordinance for establishing health inspection fee. And seconded by trustee Pearson. Any discussion? Oh, I'm sorry. The motion from trustee Henry. Sorry about that. Any discussion? No discussion. Roll call.
Trustee Bendel,
Aye.
trustee Pearson,
Aye.
trustee Smith,
Aye.
trustee Hunt,
Aye.
trustee Brown,
Aye.
trustee Henry.
Aye.
6 ayes, motion carries.
Next is item G. This is a proposed administrative fee for court costs for police court. This is being brought forward by Chief Franklin, and this was a cleanup. It appears that this was overlooked in the ordinance book in the past, so we're just cleaning house and making sure we crossed our T's and dotted our I's, and would ask for support of this ordinance.
I make a motion that we accept ordinance 14-016.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the ordinance number 14-016 establishing the administration fee in connection with traffic court violation. Any discussion? No discussion. Roll call.
Trustee Bendel,
Aye.
trustee Pearson,
Aye.
trustee Smith,
Aye.
trustee Hunt,
Aye.
trustee Brown,
Aye.
trustee Henry.
Aye.
Motion carries 6 ayes.
Next item is H. This is an item that was before this board on November 18th, 2013. It was to ratify the contract with AFSCME, which is the Council Local 22199. It is our public works contract, and this was tabled back on November 18th. The document that is attached was also presented on November 18th. It is for retro pay, it has nothing to do with the negotiations that we're in currently with Public Works.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we accept the contract with ASME for retro pay as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the agreement with Anthony for retroactive wage increases. And this is for, Public Works, correct?
Correct.
Public Works, any discussion? No discussion? Okay, roll call.
Trustee Bendel?
Aye.
Trustee Pearson?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Hunt?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Henry?
Motion carried.
Next item on the agenda is was brought forward during the committee of the whole, when Mr. Brian Thigpen and myself requested the opportunity to employ 2 new part-time code enforcement officers. We were given permission to do interviews. We did interviews collectively. We have included the resumes of 2 of the people that we're suggesting are the 2 best candidates. There were several others. We get the opportunity through the budget process to hire additional candidates. We have probably 4 more that we could bring forward. We would ask for support in allowing us to bring on board these 2 part-time code enforcement officers.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the hire of the code enforcement officers, 2 part-time officers?
I make a motion that we hire the 2 code enforcement part-time officers that's attached to the synopsis.
Second.
We move the second to hire, to approve the hiring of code enforcement officers, 2 part-time code enforcement officers. Any discussion?
Yes, we got 2 individuals that was picked, and, definitely, we came in office, unemployment was 21%. This is definitely a position that, I feel strongly if we, scrub deep and make sure we get some Dolton residents at these 2 positions.
We did interview Dolton residents. We had 2 of them turn down the job. We have 1 other resident, as you and I discussed, that, as I told you, would have come in 3rd place, which if we get the okay to go ahead and hire more in the future, he would be the next one to be brought on board. These 2 had the most experience.
And I feel strongly that other Dolton resident that you said is sitting there just in case, let's bring that Dolton resident on.
Which one of these would you like to eliminate?
Just give me a Dolton resident. that's
So our
qualified.
qualifications aren't that important.
No, you didn't give me out. I said, give me that next Dolton resident that's qualified.
Instead of one of these 2, right?
You got one of them is a Dolton resident and one is not.
One is not.
So bring on that Dolton resident and so we screw up the list and get to the next Dolton resident that's qualified.
So bring you away with Mr.
I
Curtis.
didn't mention no names, I don't know the names.
The one that's not a resident of Dolton.
Okay, yeah, I want a Dolton resident in that spot there.
Was Dolton resident qualified to use qualification?
Not as qualified as these 2 were, no.
But it's qualified.
Not as qualified as these 2, no. He has no experience in writing a ticket. These 2 did.
No offense, but I need to see a resume.
They were included
No,
in that.
I mean, the 3rd person who wasn't
Well,
as
there was a
qualified.
total of 8. Did you want to see all 8 of them,
Sure.
including the 2 that turned them
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, then I
We'll
don't mind
be happy
seeing
to
all 8.
forward those on to you tomorrow.
One of the problems
If I would have known that, I would have forwarded them on today.
One of the problems is that in the past, we had jobs that were filled, and I'm sure someone was a Dolton resident, but they weren't qualified. And, you know, to try to bring some professionalism to the town, you have to put qualified people in these positions. And I'm all for hiring Dolton residents, don't get me wrong. But if they don't apply, what do you do? I think we only had,
Out of all the resumes we had 4 Dolton residents. We had more than 8 apply. 8 were only even considered to be looked at. But out of all of them, we only had 4.
so
I said two of them turned down the opportunity.
There was just one dog left, right?
That's all they're applying, yes, sir.
Well, let's try and make them successful to handle this position. Because that was one of the strong points that was put out there, to help get dogs back to work.
But we don't have a resume on it.
I'm gonna agree on how this one dog resident here, and we'll work on getting this other one, paid, bring them on.
So how about we just hire three since it's cost moving to the village? I mean, we do have to look at qualifications, we just can't have people out there writing tickets, we can eventually wind up putting a mark if a mistake is made.
It's not twist the word, because what you've been getting out of my mouth is dogs resident is qualified.
Oh, I
It's
understand.
not been said, bring anyone that was not qualified.
I'm just saying, if we have to, you're saying take out one, the gentleman that's not from Dolton, or you saying, let's add
No, I'm saying
other
that,
Dolton resident and make him the third code
yes,
enforcement?
yes.
Well, I mean,
Let's scrub it and get that dog resident back to work.
So
If
you
I
all
have to go that
you
extra
all
mile
would
for
have
that
to,
dog resident, let's do that.
I understand, so you all would have to make a motion to hire three to.
I'm in agreement
So,
with that.
you guys. I mean, for anything that matters, I'm in agreement with you. The more, the more we get out there, we're just trying to clean this down.
If we can afford that third one from out of town, fine, but I like for that, them two dog residents, 1 and 2 to be high.
I'd like to make a motion to hire 3 part-time code enforcement officers because it'd be cost effective.
Second.
Motion to the end.
I want to amend that motion because I think the agreement, from what I'm understanding, everybody's speaking of, is that he wants to hire from Dolton. And not, if someone on the list that's not from Dolton, he wants to remove them and give it to the Dolton resident, from my understanding. That's correct?
That's totally correct.
Okay. We
Initially,
agree with two.
Right now, trustees, we have an original motion to hire the two as recommended in the packet. We have a motion to amend to hire three, including the Dolton residents. Well, we have a motion on the floor and a second to do that. That's where we're at right now.
Murphy, Attorney Murphy,
Well, right, let's make sure we understand. I think that the motion that was made was, the original recommendation was, let's hire 2 people. The motion to amend was made, let's hire a third person, that person being a Dalton resident, whose resume.
No, the third person was someone that's not in dog. I want to make the dog individual 1 and 2.
I'm sorry, trustee, the motion was to hire.
I'm talking to the attorney, he asked a question,
And I'm clarifying the answer.
But he asked me a question,
I didn't hear the question.
clarifying the motion.
The motion is as amended by trustee Hunt, second by trustee Pearson. As I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, either gentleman, to hire an additional Dalton resident in addition to the 2 individuals submitted to you, so a total of 3 persons.
Correct.
Yes, correct. Is that what you said? That's what you was asking me?
Yeah. That's the way I understood it, so the 2 people who are on, they get hired. The Dalton resident, that we just been talking about, he gets hired.
Okay,
So there's a total of 3 hired, 2 Dalton residents and 1
so can we afford 3 at this time?
Well, like Trustee Hunt said, it would be cost effective. Code enforcement officers pay for themselves. You're looking at hiring them at $10 an hour, I think it was. At $10 an hour, they write 2 tickets, they pay for themselves. I mean, it's not really a liability.
No, that's not our argument. I totally agree. We need 6 code enforcement. I totally agree. But my thing on is, I want dog residents first, because this is a job that training become quite easy for them.
Training is not that easy. I mean, you can train them, but if you remember, you only put $3,000 in the budget for training. And that's supposed to train the whole community. But what happens is, when you have a qualified person from day one that has experience, they can start working from day one. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not against hiring out dog residents, and that's a plus. But if we want to be effective immediately, if we brought the 2 on, and then thinking originally when it was in the calendar, it was 4. And
6.
We asked for 6, they approved 2. And to be quite frank, if we hired the 6 will pay for themselves. In a matter of overpay for themselves.
If the budget can handle it, let's get 6. But I like the Dolton residents to be first on the list.
Or why don't we finish at 6?
Because, it was saying,
Yeah, sorry,